Remember I dropped a massive stack of boxes because they're on these like auto machines, and they get so high, and I forgot to tape it before I just quickly moved it to a different spot, and the whole thing came crashing down. And the boss, he was a grumpy twat. Like, oh my God, like the most grumpy twat. And he just flipped shit. Like, he was like, ah! And I was there, like, just calmly started picking it up. That's all I thought the best thing to do was. Like he was going to fucking knock me out or something if I said anything. And then after that, I was called Smasher for the rest of my employment there. So this video is slightly different. It's about a past experience and what I was doing from the ages of 20 to 21. Because, I mean, life's definitely going a lot better now, but I've been in that position of just being completely lost, and you're chasing image, you're chasing money without any purpose. And it was a time that was difficult, but you learn a lot about the real world and a lot about yourself and other people as well. So I basically, for 6 months, I decided to pick up a warehouse job working night shifts, and I did this for 6 months full time, 5 days a week, and then every second week it was 6 days. It was good for the first month because I was earning about $2,500 a month, and at 20 years old, that's a lot of money. And it was new, there was stuff to learn, so I was engaged. And after a month, I got to a stage where I knew what I was doing, that initial rush of a new job, new people. And then after that, it just became so monotonous. Be on a train about 9 p.m. when everyone's going to bed, and I'd be there from 10 p.m. all the way until 5 in the morning. You would see a lot of weird stuff. You just walk past people that you just don't want to be around for too long. And so yeah, that, and then once you arrive at the job, it's just the same thing. It's the same thing. So you learn where all of the boxes are, where all the fruit and veg is, and once you've got that down, you are just a robot. And you'd walk in to the toilets, there'd be like lines of Coke left out. Everyone's got access to a knife. There was a stabbing there as well at one point. And you're on this place with felons because it's a job that anyone can get. So weapons, felons, and cocaine, it's not a really good mix. And then you've got the market restaurant. It was a crackhead who would deliver the food. There'd be days when she was off it, and she'd be there visibly shaking. You're in this place and it's real life out of nowhere. It shows you what can happen if you take your eye off the ball, you make a really bad decision. It can be you, and that's what it felt like. And it gives you that real fuel that you need to take your life seriously. And it was hard at that time, but looking back now, it's fuel, and that's what your past should be. And there were just so many weird moments. Like, there would be squirrels that would eat the fruit and veg, but he was the 40-year-old bloke. I think he had like 4 kids. He'd been there for 20 years. And he had a BB gun. And he set up a squirrel trap with like butternut squash in a cage. And then he just started massacring it with BB gun pellets, like until the thing was just skinned. And you've just got to think, like, I don't know, you get to a point where you think it becomes normal, but that's so unnormal. There was this guy, I've forgotten his name, but a black fella, and like it was like they were severely racist to this guy, and he was the most lovely guy. Always had a smile on his face. God knows how, but he got bullied like horribly. The guy was just had the spirit of an angel. Then there was this one guy who we were good mates. He was a guy that trained me up, and we had a good relationship. He gone down a bit of a bad path when he was younger, and then he had four kids. But he was like a really down to earth guy, and we had really good conversations because we'd head back to the same way to the train station together. And there were just moments of you just meet these crazy people. There was this one time, there was this crackhead guy who was just off his head, just screaming, like just walking around screaming. And he followed us up to our platform. And yeah, we were just stood there right at the top, and he walked up the steps, started walking all the way towards us, and we were like thinking, like, are we gonna have to actually defend ourselves here? Yeah, you just never know. And these people are just insane, and you just don't know what people are capable of. There were a lot of nice people, and there are a lot of really bad people, and it's not getting affected by those people. You have to take this disrespect that in other circumstances you would never let fly, but because you're in this job, you're getting paid, you're like selling your own dignity, your own soul at the end of it. And there are just these points that you've got to go through, and it feels like a humiliation ritual. And I just didn't know what to do, where to go, and I just felt, just lost. And there's just way too much time to think. And at the time, I was dealing with anxiety. I was young, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I think they just thought I was a bit stupid, but like in reality, I was there just fucked, like in my own head, questioning what I was doing. I think my girlfriend was breaking up with me at the time. Like my head was just going mad. So I'm just in my mind, just trying to think of an escape plan. Yeah, I mean, I've been there. I've been in that position, and I'm still on the journey, but I'm in a much better place than I was then. Because it's all part of the law. Like I'll be 40 years old and I'll be able to talk about this, and it'll just build character. What is the worst job you've ever had, and what did it teach you about life and yourself, and how did you start making those steps to get out of that situation? You just got to keep going, and you just got to keep knocking, chiseling, trying new things, and then the path just gets clearer. And that's just how life goes.